like jam, water, water, hit the brake. Beep, beep. Drip like jam, water, water, hit the brake. Beep, beep. Get out of my way! Yo, what want me, yo?
Welcome everybody once again to Traffic Jam. Like I always say, I'm not your regular host, I'm just filling in. And today we have a special guest all the way from Alabama, Mr. JamWayne.
What's happening, y'all? Pleasure to be here. Thank y'all for having me.
Oh, pleasure to have you on, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is a real interesting one for me. I saw a post of yours, I don't know, maybe in January. You were leaning up against a truck and you were rapping. And I was like, who is this? Now, you reminded me of Everlast a little bit. Have you heard that?
Everlast.
Yeah, Everlast. You ever heard the comparison?
I think so, man. I've been compared to several people, but I think maybe so, yeah.
All right. What got you into hip hop?
Oh, man, I grew up listening to hip-hop, dude. You know, I think, who didn't? Well, in my eyes, we all got a little bit of hip-hop influence. But as far as writing, I've been a writer since I was about 10 or 11. And it just, the more you write, the more words you use, you know, and you write in different formats. And, you know, I taught myself to write in a hip hop format and tell a story in that manner, you know. So it's a beautiful art, man. I love hip hop. 100%.
Now, you said you've always done it. Can you remember the song that made you say, I want to do this?
You said I always done it.
Well, you said you've been doing it. You always done it.
Well, I've been a writer for a long time, but
Okay.
like as it progressed throughout the years, you know, like I said, you learn to write in different formats, and the storytelling is what I'm into. I enjoy storytelling. I've always enjoyed that with hip hop, man, and just some good riding music. So, but the song, dude, like, man, see, I'm 42, dude. How old are you, bro?
Older than 42.
How old are you?
Oh, older than 42.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got about a couple years.
Man. All the good shit. All the pioneers of it. That's too many to even name. But I love it all, dude. You know, the new stuff it's different, man, but times change and you have to kind of adapt and adjust, you know. But there's still some really good storytellers out there, man. So that's what I enjoy about it.
So what do you listen to now? Who do you listen to?
Actually, man, when nobody while I'm working on my shit, for real. Because I've been in the yo so much and been writing so much, and I've been blessed with the opportunity and the time to really focus in on some things, you know. So I don't even listen. If I listen to music, it's like some Mozart or something without words, you know. Just because I like to think my own thoughts, you know what I mean?
Okay, all right. Any collabs you want to do with anybody?
Man, what you talking about? There's so many just very talented artists out there. I'm thankful, you know, for the ones that want to collab with me. And if it's something that I feel like, you know, I can bring to life in a song, and something that speaks to my heart, and you know, I'll collab with whomever I guess presents something, you know. So, but as far as like dream collabs, is that what you're asking?
Yeah, is there one? Do you have a dream collab?
Um, hmm. I really don't. Uh, you know, the ones that I would choose, they're passed on.
Okay.
So and it's such a variety pack of artists, man, that are amazing. You know, to pick one out of so many, it'd be crazy to me, you know, man. So
So
good stuff.
I'm about to give you a hard question since you said that. Let's say you have an uncle or aunt, a relative, right,
Yeah,
that knows nothing about hip hop music. And
yeah.
they're like, what are you doing? And you want to tell them this music is great, Unc. This is, this is a great genre. What song would you give him to listen to convince him that this is a great genre of music? If you had to pick one, like, Unc, listen to this.
One of my songs.
Any song, one of yours or any song ever created.
I'd probably give him Dear Mama by Tupac.
Really?
You know, something on that note, man. Um, with some from the soul. Um, I love Tupac. I love DMX, man. Any of their stuff, dude, is what's always really made me and gave me the grit in my voice, man. It resonated with me, man. You know, their passion. Um, and how DMX, his prayers, man, how he wasn't afraid to get up there and pray for the crowd. You know, he stood on that shit, man, and I respect that. So I'm not good at naming off different songs and all that, man, you know, especially since you quit buying CDs and you get it online. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
The main artists, um, just X and Pop is the
Yeah.
two that I had. That really matter. You know how, like, okay, say them gamers and people, they go build like this avatar dude to fight this war. You know what I mean? Like if I was building me a rapper, that's what I would build. You know, man, Tupac, DMX.
Okay.
So
I'm not mad at that.
yeah,
Not
what
mad
about
at
you?
that. So the reason I asked that question is because I thought about that, right?
Yeah,
And I would have them listen to The Message.
yeah,
That's the song I have people listen to, The Message. Because if you listen to The Message now, what they're talking about, like, still goes on. So, and that's what, from the 70s or 80s. So it's held up over
yeah.
time.
That's a good question though, man. I've never really thought about like one song like to leave and give a message like that. So, but
So
yeah.
let me ask you a philosophical question. You seem like a deep fella.
Hmm.
Do you think that bad people and their bad behavior gets rewarded, or do you think the universe takes care of them in time?
No, will you repeat the question?
So I'm thinking about this 'cause I'm thinking about the current state, things that are going on now, right, with different popular people, different celebrities,
Yeah.
and the bad things that people do to either progress or to get popular or to get rich, but they're doing bad things, right? But they seem like they're getting rewarded. They do something bad, nothing happens to them. They keep getting the riches, they keep getting more famous, they keep going. And there's another part that says, let God do it, let God take care of it. So when you do something bad, the universe will take care of it for you. So where do you fall in that? Do you think that bad behavior gets rewarded, or do you think the universe takes care of it?
No, man, I think we live in a wicked world, dude, and you do things and people are scheming and conniving and tricking to try to get ahead. And you see these people that's, not saying all people, okay? Let's make that clear, but a lot of folks real flashy and all that, all about that life and all about, showing what they have in gains of material wealth. But well, I know wealth is more than just the material things, dude. So but I don't think to say it's like the Lord weighs the heart of man. It's who am I to say if they rewarded or not? I believe each man will answer for his own when he stands before the Lord, you know. And I can't judge no man I've never met, or I can't discern how he is if I've never met him. So I don't know if I answered your question.
No, but I understand. I get where you're coming from because I feel that way a lot when there are things that I hear about that people did or that people do, and I dislike this person for the thing that I heard they did. Afterwards, I feel some kind of way because I don't really know that person to dislike him or her. Like I don't really know what happened. I just know what I heard.
I know, and like the media and stuff, man, you read things on people, and it's like, dang, man, I can't believe they would do something like that. But then it's like, how do you even know if that story is real, man? So you casting judgment on somebody that you really don't even know nothing about. It's just a story that you read, and you know how
Right.
people make up stories and shit, man. So I just, that's why I like to keep my circle small, man, and enjoy the people that's close to me and around me and enjoy life, and really, I don't get on the internet a lot and all that, man, and I ain't surfing around on and all that mess. I just try to keep my mind free from that and keep writing, dude, and just trying to tell these stories, man, to reach out to a world that's living in chaos, bro. So,
Now you're in Alabama, right?
yes, sir.
Is what's the biggest genre of music down there? Is it country or is it hip hop or is it a mixture?
It's a solid mixture. I mean, you would think it'd be one way or the other, but there's just as much hip hop as there is country.
Really? Okay.
Very accepted around here. So, um,
And
uh,
how's it going for you? Do you do a lot of shows?
yeah, it's starting to pick up on the shows. I've done several redneck raves and like mud bogging party.
No, hold back up. What is
Yeah,
that? What's a redneck rave?
it's just pretty much like a mud bogging thing.
Gotta
And
explain that one too. I don't know what that is.
well, like everybody got them side by sides and razors and stuff, and go out, and there'll be like trails and campgrounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll throw these like raves and have the artists come in and do some songs. It's a lot of fun, man. Really good, down home, good people, man. All different genres of styles of hip hop and shit, man. So it's a really a neat place, man. You definitely, if there's one around, where you located at?
New York and Queens.
In Queens?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
just went to Ohio. I know that ain't. Man, I've been to Queens. We stayed up in Brooklyn, man, at a Park Slope Community Church.
Okay.
Yeah, we stayed up there, man. Back, actually, my homeboy, he just passed away last month. I went with him, man. He was a pastor or something. We went up there helping after 9/11 and stayed up there working on just loving on some people, and trying just to be there for folks. But
So we gotta get you back.
yeah, for sure, I'd love to come back. Uh,
What
yeah.
you got going on next?
Man, I'm just working. I got a studio we just put together at the farm and getting that finished up and just recording. I have a lot of music that I've yet to record that needs to go ahead and be put down so I can move on to the next. I got a couple books that I started writing a few years back, and I'm thinking about getting back on that.
Okay.
And putting that out.
You into sports at all?
Man, I played ball growing up and had a really good uh, college ball. I got And I got sent to a boot camp when I was a junior, and it fell off from then, you know. So I say that to say I love ball. Um,
Now, when you
I,
say you love ball, football, basketball, or baseball?
I love all sports. I played baseball and football and basketball when I was younger,
Okay.
but I've been to a pro baseball game, but I've never been to a pro football game or a pro basketball game. So that's on like a list of things I like to do.
Got to
What
get
about,
you up for a Knicks game.
yeah, that sounds like a plan. Dude, I bet it's wild.
Yeah, it's something. Like the Garden is crazy. The Garden is crazy.
That's your team, the Knicks?
Yes and no. It's New York, so I rep New York.
Yeah.
But ever since Jordan retired, that was my guy. So I don't really follow anyone else like I'd follow Jordan. But if
Okay.
it was a team, yeah, it would be the Knicks.
Yeah. I always like, because Bama, we don't have no basketball team or
You
no
have nothing, right? Or no
football.
proteins, right?
Yeah, so it's always been like we get to pick whichever one, So I always like Larry Bird, the Celtics. Just I guess from Larry Bird, but I like Alverson too. I always thought he was real smooth, man. Um, yeah.
So here's
So
a question I wanted to ask somebody.
mhm.
I thought about this lately. People always, not always, but they've been trying to compare LeBron to Jordan, and that's not even a fair comparison. Two different positions, um,
Yeah,
two different types of players altogether. But the one that's close that I've been thinking about lately is Scottie Pippen. Do you
yeah.
think LeBron is really better than Scottie Pippen, or do you think Scottie Pippen is better than LeBron?
Look, I don't think it even matters who's better at this point, man. They balling. All of them have done tremendous, like conquered tremendous feats, you know. So I think they all wonderful players, man. You know, if they, trying to break records and stuff, I'm sure they will. So I don't know. I've enjoyed watching them all play. For sure, man.
You get into the women at all, the WNBA?
Not really. And what ball I watch, it might be at a bar we're watching a little bit or something, college football, which is kind of, I don't know what's happened to college football. It went crazy this year, but like I usually am hunting on the weekends, especially during hunting season, and I like to be outside. I really love the fall weather. Get out and man, just be in the wild, wander around the woods and do some hunting, do some fishing.
Okay. Now, is that you a family man? You have kids, wife?
I do have kids.
Okay.
Wife, they live in Hawaii, so I go out there and visit them as often as I can and bring
Okay.
them back as often as I can. Um, it's one of the main reasons I went ahead and was like, okay, I'll put some stuff out is to try to uh generate some money another way to help get out there to my kids because it is I mean it's a healthy ticket to get out there. It's expensive in Hawaii, man.
Yeah, I heard.
For me, I mean maybe not for you, but
No, I heard Hawaii is really expensive, period.
yeah. So it I mean sometimes you do what you got to do, right?
Always. And
Uh,
how many kids you got?
I got two
Okay,
boys.
boy and a girl or
Boy's 19, my daughter's 16. So
okay.
yeah, they awesome. I miss them every day. So it'll be long. I'll be out there visiting them again. What about you, man? You got kids?
Yeah, one son.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have one son. And I was gonna ask you because I was talking about this the other day. about my son and how he does things that I do that I didn't really teach him to do.
Yeah.
Like it's just in his genes. Like he says things the way I say it, or he might like something that I like that I never told him I even liked. Do you see that with your kids?
Man, my kid are mine, both of mine. And they are such good hearted kids. The Lord really blessed me. But both of them are wild eyed. Like I'm talking about wild as in Jesse, my boy, he can flip and jump and get on top of the roof and he'll be doing flips off of it, and ride his dirt bike, man, just stunting on that thing. And my daughter's the same way, like in sports and stuff. I mean, she's just ruthless, man. Like they're a force to be reckoned with. And I'm very thankful to have kids in my life.
That's everything, right? Having kids is everything.
Man, I feel like it opens up a different realm of love. You haven't really felt until you had your own kids.
It's funny that you said that, right? Because I say this only to other parents, right? If you're
Yeah.
not a parent, I don't think you understand this statement. But I said I didn't know what love was until I had my son.
Amen. Especially because it's a more of a selfless, like it's not like like lust for just pleasing to the, like it's more like this. I'm gonna work for this love. I'll do anything for this. I'll die for this love. You know what I mean, man? So it's like a very honorable thing to be a parent, man.
Absolutely.
You know, very honorable. And I praise God because without my kids, I think I probably wouldn't be above the ground still as wild as I was. And I'm sure a lot of folks feel the same way. So Lord knows what he's doing with us. Even if they was surprised,
Well,
Hey,
Wayne, it was a pleasure having you on, sir. We got to work on getting you out here for something
hey,
soon.
that'd be wonderful, brother. I appreciate you having me.
Traffic jam. Drip like jam. Water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Drip like jam. Water. Hit the brake. Beep, beep. Get out of my way!
Yo, what want me youth?